Hi everyone, it's Dasher Dave here again, and I'm back for another crafty video. So, I was having a play yesterday with my glossy accents, and I made this, which I thought would be really nice to go with the folio. Thought about having some here, but what I also wanted to do, I thought then, was to make something to go down the spine, which I thought might be nice. But what I was thinking, I might make it with that coppery stuff that I'd made that I don't like the feel of, because I thought if I glossy accent it, I'm not going to worry about that. So that's what we're going to do. So it's going to be a two-half thing, because glossy accents doesn't instantly dry. On this one, what I did, by the way, don't know whether you can see. Let's see if I can stand up and see if you can see. So if I move this into shot. So what I did was I glossy accented and then put some blobs of crackle accents on, so that it kind of crackled. Now it's kind of formed into kind of circles, which, you know, isn't ideal, but I thought I might leave like one end of it crackly accenty. But I just really like the way it looks. It looks like it's old, and that's what I want. So we're going to do that today. So that's going to be for this. So obviously we won't put it in straight away because it's glossy accents, and you should have seen the state I got into with the glossy accents last night. So anything's possible. It could all go wrong. It could all go right. I doubt it's going to go right. If you're wondering why there's a piece missing, that's because I was doing something with a smaller surface area. I don't know whether this one, it might be a bit dirty, this one. Let's see if I can pull out a cleaner one, shall I? There you go. Perfect. Cleaner. Less shameful. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to make some of these. So I don't quite know what I want to say on them. I just want them to say things. So I've got a couple of these now. One's in red, one's in black. The black one I like because it's a wider one, but I thought we could have a mixture of them. Now I did want to have one thing that I wanted was for it to say, I thought about the spine saying something like dossier, which I think basically just means wallet, doesn't it? I don't know. I don't actually know what dossier means. Just bear with me. Meaning, there you go. Somebody else has put that in. A collection of documents about a particular person, event, or subject. So perfect. That's what we want it to be. We want it to be like a dossier. So so we could call it, I don't know. I'll give it a code name. Okay, I can't think of it. Hold that thought. I'll come back to you in a second. Okay, so something's just staring at me in front of me. There is a box of Dymo. So that's these refills here. The box of these, this is a very old box, and it says Esselet. I don't know. Anyway, we'll put that on. So E S S E L SL T E. It is. I don't know how you say it. So it's French, I guess. T E, and then I'm going to spell dossier. So just bear with me a moment. Space D O S S I E R. Yep. I E R I E R. I thought we'd give it a number. 7 39A. There we go. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but it's just it's good. I like it. So let's cut that off. So that's what it's going to say. Is that going to be? I like the way that this clips, and it kind of almost gives a ghost cut as well. And I like that. I liked that. That was on the end of the one that I put the Mrs. Thwaite one. I don't know where I put the Mrs. Thwaite now. Goodness only knows. Did I put it over there? Anyway, so we need to then stick this to something. So we stick it to. I had some scrap card somewhere. There we go. Some scrap card. So I thought I'd stick it to this scrap card, and then I'd stick it. Oh, you don't. The thing is, I don't want it to get too wide though, because I want it to be on the spine. So we need it to be like that. So yeah, we don't want it to be too wide. So maybe I'll stick it directly to this. I just don't like touching this. So I think I might stick it to that directly. Yeah, I will. And then I'll cut it out from there. I thought we'd make some other ones as well. So because it's best to get all the glossy accents done at the same time, because otherwise you end up putting your hand in it, Dave, don't you? Dave. Don't you? Dave. Yes, Dave, you do. So just in case anybody wonders, yes, that's me. I definitely stuck my finger in it more than once. Kept saying to myself, don't touch that bit there, it's wet. All right, touch that bit. Or leaning on it. So I leant in it. I leant up like that to get up there, and leant actually in it. So yeah, I had a bit of a comedy moment with my glossy accents, and I don't use glossy accents very often, but when I do, I just love the effect it gives. It's so flexible as well. I know people use it for glue, but no, not for me. Not me. I like to use it for the shininess it gives. Shiny. So I think so the reason why I've glued it on the back is because you can't guarantee it's going to stick, especially with a chalky finish. You can't guarantee that it's going to stick down with the sticky on the back. I mean, it is sticky on the back, but I think that might look cool. So then what I'll do is I'm going to cut this down. So really that should be out of the way for a minute, because it's there. Where is it? It's there. It's hiding. It's gone into hiding because I'm around. So it's staying out of my way. It knows what's best for it. So because I can't stand touching this stuff. It makes me go my tongue's right out. More information than you needed, but sharing is caring. So I'm going to put that. I think that's what's going to go on my spine, not my spine, obviously, because that would look ridiculous. Although I've been to the supermarket with worse things stuck to me, so so we'll do that, because obviously we want a glossy accent everything all in one go. So we'll do that, and then we'll make something else. Maybe do it with a different colour. Oh, hang on, that's not a different colour. That's the different colour, Dave. We'll have another Mrs. somebody. This one prints wonky donkey style, because I don't know why doesn't like this width of thing. I guess it says it does 9mm and 12, but I think it just prefers the 12mm. And I do have some coloured 12mm stuff, but I don't know where it is. What are we looking for? S Mrs. Space. See, look how winkly wonkly that is. It feels like it should have a guide there, but I don't think it's. I think maybe the guide has come off. Is it broken? Is it broke? And there. Sorry. And then we're going to have, I don't know, Mrs. M. If this is too wonky, I might forgo it. Dot space. We'll go D A D. Pull it back into place. I D S O. N is round here, Dave. N Davidson. It's wonky, but it's wonky in a good way. We might stick this one because it's a bit clashy with that, and I don't think it stands out as well. Might stick that one to this. So this is just a piece of coffee dyed card. We'll stick that one to there. Yep, that's good. We'll stick that there. So I'll give you all my tips and hints and tricks and things in a minute. Come on. Trying to jab yourself. Oh look, just do this. Do just what you've just said. Don't do. I realise what the false cut is for, so you can peel that off. Well, you live and you learn. I'm sure I knew that before, but just completely forgot. Oh, come on. They won't come off the back of there. Do you know what? If it doesn't come off in a minute, I'm going to leave it on there. Try and get this coming. There we go. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. So this one, I'm not worrying about putting extra layer of anything on it because it's like no, I don't need any extra glue is what I mean, because it's already sticky, because it's just going onto cardboard. It's not going onto that chalky sensation. Nope, slightly out. So yeah, I wanted these to kind of look like vintage labels, or they could have been like name tags or that sort of thing. So I'll do that. So we've got another one, and I was thinking where I was going to have these are on these flaps in here. So I thought about having like this is the weight and that one there. And we need to have another name. So we'll go for another. I'll go for another black one, I think. Don't have any other colours, do I? Have I got that loaded? What's that loaded with? Oh, I've got yellow here. I'll do a yellow one. Again, it's not a thick one. It's just so we'll have a Mr. K. Dot space E. I don't know. I'm just making it up. M B E R S. Mr. Embers. Thought he might fit well. You know, just burning through them now. Mr. Embers. Just want to make that kind of a similar length either side. Yep, we'll do that one. Should we put that on there? Put that one on there. Yeah, we will. In fact, actually, this one could go on both, couldn't it? Is that getting a bit too giddy, Dave? I was getting a bit giddy trying to get the back off. There we go. Done it. Once you've got it on, once you've pulled it up, just pinch it between your thumb and the end of the blade. Right, we'll stick that to this and then to there. From me to you. You to me to you. What's going on that bit? I need to trim this down. Trying to cut through your microphone wire, Dave. That's a good idea. And then we're going to need some alcohol ink. Alcohol ink. It sounds like I've already been drinking it, to be fair. Because we want to kind of muddy it a bit. So this one now needs to be glued on the back so it can stick to that. I don't know where to stick it. Maybe on this piece here. Don't know why I'm worried about it being the right way up. It doesn't matter. It's not very straight, is it? Oh, maybe on that bit, because that's got a bit of actual shiny copper in the background. So do that. Then cut this down. Just don't like touching it. This whole sensation, I'm a bit averse to some sensations anyway, so cool. So let's put that out of the way. So there are names that we're going to use, and I can, of course, I can always make some more things at a later date, but I'm going to do these. So that's our inspiration. I want to kind of ink before I do anything. I just want to make some, kind of make it a bit dirty on the corners and things, especially on the edges, because I don't like that white edge. I like corners to look a bit grubby, as they usually do. A bit squashed into that area there. There we go. I'll just do a little bit around that edge just to get rid of the white edge on the edge of the coppery bit. And the same on that one. But it's not so worried on this one. I'm not actually trying to make this look old, because it already is. Already is looking. It's not actually old. It looks old. Sorry. So what I wanted to do was I just wanted to give it a bit of a ink, an inky pinky. Get a glove on, Dave. So I'm going to use some alcohol ink on it, like I say, because we just want to make the letters look less white. We're going to give them a bit of a yellow tinge. We're going to do that with a one of these. In fact, I think I've got one already started that's that colour. Yeah, I have. Yeah. Basically, it's one of the ones that's fallen off its backing. So we're just going to put a dab on there. I'm just going to dab it on there. Or smoosh it or whatever we feel is the right thing to do. So you see, it just makes it look a little bit more aged, because it's not pure white. And if you think about it, plastic does tend to do that, and this is made of plastic. Some plastic even goes sticky, which I don't understand at all. But like, it's vile, you know, when like you pick up something. I've got an old Walkman. I don't think it's a real Walkman, to be fair, but the coating on the outside of that has kind of gone sticky, and it's just not very nice at all. I don't know what the plastics start to degrade, but does that mean that all plastic goes like that? Because not all plastic does, as far as I'm concerned. So I'm just using a different colour on this one because this is yellow. So, and then all I did was I just took a clean one and just given it a wipe over, just to get rid of the stuff in the background when it's a bit drier. I don't mind if it bleeds a little bit though, all adds to the grunginess. There we go. So that's those, and now what we're going to do is we are going to glossy accent them. So this is my, well, one of my glossy accents. This is one of my crackle accents. This is my replacement glossy accents, and I think I've got a replacement crackle. Yeah, so they're the new ones. These are the older ones. You can tell because the label's changed. So now, last time I took the lid off this, the whole thing came off. Oh no, it stayed on this time, but this thing came off last time, and I don't think it's got a lot in it, so I think we might be waiting a while. So I might just leave that upside down and move on to a new one, a clean one. No, stand that over there. So this is the crackle accents. So this one got bunged up and it got cut down and it's just gone. So this one again is quite thick and might need a bit of a coaxing. Might need to give it a biscuit, coax it out. Doing something to stand them in so they stand upside down for a while. He's looking in every drawer he possibly has for the correct thing. Can't find anything. I don't even mind if it's not the correct thing. It's just a thing would be good. No, can't find anything. Oh well. So, this is starting to get to the point where it'll come out. So, whereas before I kind of just dabbed it in, I think I might just do one end of it in crackle accents this time. No, this happened before where I couldn't get it to come out. Oh, and then all of a sudden it all comes out. So, what I did was I used a cocktail stick or a toothpick, depending on where you are in the world. We call them cocktail sticks in the UK. I know that America you tend to call them toothpicks. So I thought I would put this one with it all kind of on one end, but not perfectly straight, obviously. So it comes in at an angle, and then we'll put some more maybe. See, this is why I didn't want to leave it the right way up. If I do this, it'll just all splatter up my face. I'm bound to. I'll put that bit there. I never. I mean, I don't know whether you're supposed to mix these two. They didn't. It didn't explode, so like I kind of think, well, you know, there's nothing to say you can't. Although there's nothing to say you can either. So I just kind of just smooshed it in. They do kind of find their own level. And then we'll do the rest of it in. Put the lid on that one. Do the rest of it in glossy accents. I'll use a new one. Look at me being all. Now you shouldn't shake these because otherwise it just creates air bubbles, and that's not what you want. You kind of use the nozzle to kind of get it to go up to the edge. Don't smoosh it into the crackle accents though. Kind of lift it up from the surface when you're doing it. When you're doing that, what? And then don't have to worry about that one being the right way up now because it's plenty full. And you kind of have to I put it on quite dimensionally because I wanted it to look like it was, you know, supposed to look like that. But if you want to kind of just make it just go flat, then do that. I don't use it, like I say, I just don't use it very often, but when I do, I just love it when I do it. And then I think, why don't I do it more? And I know the reason why I don't do it more, and that's because I keep putting my finger in it. So I've got a little air bubble, so what I could do with is somewhere I have one of these. Let's just get a little pin and pop the bubble. The bubble has burst in the glossy accents market. But you know what, it's not going to... So, you can't get it to burst, just drag it out. No, I've split it into two. Okay. Dave, don't grab hold of it one end, which I've just done. See, this is why I'm just doomed with this stuff. I know that it's sticky. I know I shouldn't put my finger in it, but I still can't help it. So that one can just go over there. So this is the last video I'm filming today, so I know that I'm safe to do such things. So I'm going to just put this one out. Just do this. On most of it. That's a bubble and a half, isn't it? That one. Pop, thank you. I was thinking of leaving some open for the crackle accents. I wonder if the new crackle accents kind of comes out better. Should we give the new crackle accents a go? Okay, does it actually come out? More to the point. And I've always thought this was thicker anyway, but I don't know whether it's stuck. Oh, I think the hole was stuck as well, which didn't help. Oh yeah, that definitely comes out a lot smoother. So the glossy accent comes out milkier than the crackle accents. just hoping that it doesn't all just merge into one. Let's use that to try and get rid of some of my bubbles. Oh, I found the technique for getting the bubbles going at the side. Don't know where they are now. Oh well. And then smoosh it out. And you know what? If it doesn't work out the way you planned, it'll work out fantastically. Anyway, just won't be planned, and isn't life much more exciting when it's not planned? Put that over there. So this one, let's put the crackle on first. I think I've got any kind of rhyme or reason to why I'm doing it in such a way, but maybe just over the letters on that bit there, and then do the rest in glossy. Got a big bubble on the end of there, just wipe it off with my fingers. Yeah, so that older crackle accents is much clearer than the new one. The new one is very much more as milky as the glossy accents. Well, not quite. You can just see the difference slightly. Well, I can. Whether you can from your distance, I don't know. So I kind of go around the edge first. So what I do is I go around the edge of where I want to do, and then kind of glue it to that edge. So pressing down to make sure it makes contact, and then I'll just lift up and go round, not making contact when I'm going round, but crackle accent, so I don't actually mix it on the nozzle. And then anyway, I'll just go in and just squirt a bit in and let it kind of find its own level within that little well that I've made with the wall around the edge. So then I've got a couple of air bubbles again. Move it off there. Maybe it just needs to have a clean end. Yep, there we go. Definitely works better though going in at the side. But a few air bubbles are good because it says age as well to me. You know, things weren't made perfectly like they are these days. This one, this is better for spreading it out with. So there we go. So that's those. So we are going to have to wait now. Patience is a virtue. Going to have to wait until these have dried, and then I should be able to show you what they look like, and then we'll put them into the dossier now that we know what it's called. So I will be back soon is all I can say. So see you in a bit. So our items are now dry. It's a different day. It's a completely different day actually. So you're more zoomed in than ever, and I think it's Tuesday. I filmed these on Sunday, so it's Tuesday the 18th of June. I'm still without internet, so I'm uploading at work, so apologies if you've had intermittent videos. Hopefully it hasn't been affected you too badly. So yeah, so these are the results. So I remember I did it with glossy accents and crackle accents. So this is what they've turned out like. The crackle accents hasn't stuck on this one as much, but I don't dislike it. I like the way it's kind of like broken and falling apart. So this is the one that says Mr. K Embers. That's the one that I started with. Remember the Thwaite one, the Mrs. Thwaite one. So this is the newer stuff. That's the older stuff. I think the older stuff is maybe a little bit more flexible. But yeah, it's still cool. I love the way it's turned out. This is the one that says the, whatever that word is, dossier. And you know, with the cracked bits on it. I might have to go over it with a bit of more glossy accents over the top to kind of seal this in. You know, but you have to try these things, and I definitely recommend that you give it a go, live and learn, see how it goes. But I really love the way that they've turned out. I love that kind of, that sumptuous shininess. It's very reminiscent of very old kind of plastic. You know, that kind of flexible plastic that name badges used to come in. I don't know whether other people remember that or not. And then this is the Mrs. M. Davidson one that I did, and these are going to go in the journal. Sorry, I've been at work all day and I'm absolutely boiling hot because we've had horrendous thunderstorms all day today. So and it's been so close. I've got a pressure headache and I'm just feeling very hot. So these are going to go onto here. Remember, we're going to have these on the top. I'm just trying to get this, make sure this is all in shot for you. These are all going to go on here like this, or wherever. I'm not sure, but maybe that side. I don't know. Or maybe like that. Who knows? No, I think they're all going to go that side. So they're going to be kind of name flip files here. But like I say, that one is fine. That's all sealed in beautifully. But these two, I think I'm going to just go over with glossy accents, just to seal in all of that crackle accents a bit. That one actually seems to be fine. Maybe I mixed that one better. This one just seems to be kind of cracking up in parts. I know exactly how it feels. And then obviously on that one I'm going to do that because that's going to go on the spine. Oh dear. Anybody that ever said I wasn't anybody that ever said I was spineless. So it's going to go on there. So anyway, that's what we're going to do. So, well, that's what I'm going to do. So hopefully by the next time you see it, the glossy accents bit will be done. So that just leaves me with one thing to say, and I guess you'll know what that's going to be. Of course, I'm going to say, I love you all. Octopus! An octopus! I love you all without exception. Until you give me a reason not to. So don't give me a reason not to. And I will see you all in the next video. And yes, take care. Lots of love. Lots of hugs. That's an octopus. No, there's too many fingers on that. That's an octopus. There you go. Shut up, Dave. All right then. Take care. See you soon, folks. Lots of love. Look after yourself. Bye.